Baggage. What is baggage? Well, there's two different types of baggage. There's the baggage you travel with, and then there's the other type of baggage, the baggage that you bring into relationships. And the way I see it, we all have both. We all bring a certain amount of baggage into relationships. Sometimes it's heavier than others. Some baggage is light, some baggage is heavy. But bottom line is, we all bring baggages into these relationships. Some baggages are emotional, mental, then others are physical. But bottom line is, we all bring them, even men. That's why it kills me when I hear women or men talking about women bringing baggage into relationships as if the man brings no type of baggage at all. That's a lie. Men bring just as much baggage into a relationship as women. I'm going to tell you a little story. It's about my ex. Now, I know y'all get tired of hearing stories about my ex or my man. But the bottom line is, I really don't have too much stuff to relate to other than some personal. I've only had 2 real boyfriends in my whole life. Now, the rest of the boyfriends was like junior high. They was kind of like make-believe, but I've only had 2 real relationships my whole life. So if I use something as an example, it's either going to be the man I'm with now, which I've been with for like 20 years, or the ex-boyfriend I was with. So I don't have too many. I don't have any other relationships I can relate to besides the one I'm in and the other one. But the other one really wasn't a real relationship. I don't believe. I can't say that. It was a real relationship. It was in a way. In a way it was, because it was sex involved to me. So, but anyway, I asked him one time. Why did he cheat so much? And he actually told me why. He told me it all started with his ex-wife. He said, when he found his ex-wife, she was nothing. She was like, she didn't have nothing. She was, kind of like homeless. She was raggedy. She didn't know how, she didn't have the money to dress. He said he took her in. He fixed her up. He started getting her hair done. He made her look worth something. And he said when he did, she got beside herself. Well, she, I guess, got the big heads, and she began cheating on him. And he said he even tested her. He said he brought one of his best friends home, and he told his best friend to try her. And he said he was watching her the whole time. He said his friend was making passes at her, and she was accepting the passes, and she was flirting, smiling at him and flirting back with him. And, he said that made him feel bad. And so, he said he caught her cheating on him, and he said it hurt him so bad until he said he would never ever be faithful to another woman ever again. And he said after that, he became a player. And he used that being the reason why he became a player. So basically, he made every other woman, all the women that had been in his life, he made them pay for something that his ex-wife did. If that wasn't baggage, I don't know what was. That was baggage. He brought all of his hurt and all of his pain from one relationship to the other relationships. And he used that pain that she inflicted on him onto other people. That right there was baggage. See, here's one thing you have to know about baggage. Some baggage is harmless, then some baggage hurts. But hurt is baggage. Hurt can be just as much baggage as anything else. And if you hurt, you can bring that hurt into your relationships. You can inflict that same pain somebody inflicted on you onto other people. That's why it's a good idea to not bring that type of baggage into a relationship, because you can really hurt people. You can really hurt them. It's good to just let some certain baggage go, or just don't be in a relationship until you can let go of that baggage. If you enter into another relationship while still loving someone else, that can also be baggage, and that's not healthy, and it's not right, because like the person you with, they deserve all of your love, not just a piece of it. And if you love somebody else, you can't possibly give them all of that love that they deserve. There's no way. I mean, you can love two people at the same time, but you're going to love one more than you love the other. That's why it's best to just, get over your love for the person that you was with before you hop into another relationship, carrying love for somebody else into that relationship, because that is baggage. Love and hurt, that's baggage. If you have that love for somebody else, but you also have that hurt still there that they caused you, that's baggage. That's extra baggage that you don't really need. At the beginning of this video, I said that we all bring baggage into a relationship. We all have baggage. But some baggage we don't have to have. Like, it's different if you like have a child from somebody else, but you no longer with that person. That's baggage that's baggage that you can't help but to have, because you're not, that's baggage that you can't give back. That's a life you had with that person. You get what I'm saying? And the person who accepts you, they're gonna have to accept your child too. Now that's baggage that you can't help. But this emotional baggage, this love and the hate for the other person, you're going to have to get rid of that in order to move forward with the new person that's in your life. And you owe it to that person to be all in, and not just a piece of in, not just halfway in. You need to be all in it. They need all of you, not just a piece of you. You get what I'm saying? I've heard so many complaints from both men and women about how their loved one, their significant other, has accused them of stuff that their ex have done to them. I've heard so many people complain about that, because stuff like this is still going on. Even me, the beginning of me and my man relationship, I brought stuff out of my old relationship. I'm guilty of that. Still to this day, I still keep the same philosophy that my ex told me. Like, he told me that all men cheat, and he told me the dude that you leave me for, he gonna do you the same way I'm doing you now. Now, I still keep that same mindset. So if something like that does happen, I don't even be surprised. I still remember the sound, how my ex-boyfriend sounded when he told me that. It's still in my mind. Every time I'm seeing something that could possibly happen between me and my man now. But I've heard older women say the same thing. I've even heard my dad tell my mom that men can cheat and they can do what they want to do, and they can still be a man, but if a woman do it, she's a hoe. You get what I'm saying? Mental disorders can also be baggage that people bring into a relationship, but a lot of times they don't even know they have mental issues. Alcohol and drugs, those are baggages. Those are baggages that, A lot of people need help for, but not getting the help that they need. But people be having problems before they add drugs and alcohol to it. They use the drugs and alcohol to self-medicate, and this makes it worse than what it already is. And these types of added on baggages to baggage that's already on baggage can be harmful to a relationship and tear a relationship apart, you know. And I'm not going by what I heard, I'm going by what I know. I've seen many relationships fall due to drugs and alcohol. Nothing wrong with drinking a little alcohol here and there, but continue to go down the path of constantly drinking and not dealing with your inner demons. That can take a toll on you and your relationship. It's best to just deal with the problems that's causing you to want to drink. Deal with the major issue. Then after you deal with that, you won't be, you won't have to worry about adding any more fuel to the fire, because the fire will be out. But this is the end of my show. I just wanted to come on and maybe give a little inspiration to somebody that might want to hear it. Maybe somebody needed to hear this, maybe somebody didn't, but if they did, or maybe one day somebody might want to hear it, it's on here for you to hear. I hope I've motivated somebody or inspired them to do something, positive. But anyway, I'm finna get off and go play some Call of Duty. I feel like shooting somebody tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share down below, y'all. Peace.